All right, I want to go ahead and take a look at the practice exam. I'm just going to give you solutions in a PDF file. I want to make sure that you feel kind of comfortable solving everything. Now, I left a couple of formulas off here that I'll need to improve, and some of my notation here wasn't the clearest. I'm sorry, I printed this in a bit of a hurry. But the friction formula for those of you in G period should look like this. And for both periods, that little S shape should actually be a letter sigma indicating summation. So that's where we are. Now, the next idea here is when we start with problem number 1, we want to actually define what force is. So what force actually is D, the push or pull on an object. Okay, so these are true-ish, but I really wanted a clear definition. Now, on this practice exam, I do want to be clear. I have allowed for more than one correct answer in certain problems. That will not be the case on the real exam. On the real exam, I would never ask a question like this that had two answers where unbalanced forces, and I ask you to define what those are. Well, they're not necessarily equal. They do not cancel. So this is true. And also, if there's a net force and it's non-zero, the object accelerates. So that gives us choices C and D. Now for number 3, a lot of us kind of did this. 296 is the weight. That equals mg because it's W. Now what a lot of us wanted to do is that we wanted to take the 296 equals m. One small thing. On your exam you should use 10. It turns out that 9.8 is the better number here. And when we actually do that, we'll get 30.2 kilograms. Now for number 4. You throw a rock in the air like this, or a ball, and you want to know the net force on it. So yes, it does take force to get it moving. But once I've got it moving, the only force that acts on it when it's in the air is a force of gravity pointing downwards. There is no force of motion. None at all whatsoever. So we got to be really clear on that. So that is page 1 of the practice test, and we'll take a look at page 2 in the next video.